This video is about my experience with the game Rise of the Tomb Raider. This is not a review, it's not a recommendation, it's just my experience that I took away from this game. I'm going to talk about the combat, the story, the graphics, and some other key areas that I took away. Rise of the Tomb Raider takes place after the events of the preceding game. In fact, this is the second game in the rebooted franchise. Now, I'm not going to go into detail regarding the overall plot, but I will talk about something that was important to me. In the preceding game, I felt like the game asked a lot of me when it came to the situation Laura found herself in. It had started off with Laura on a boat casually researching a subject with a group, with a little explanation on how she joined the group and the relationship she had with each one. The game literally started off with Laura saying, "I was looking for adventure." To me, it felt like the game had just asked me to go with it, and this distracted me from completely enjoying the plot of that game. That was not the case with this one. In this game, they explain how you got to the location, what you're doing here, and some backstory to the choices Laura has made that caused her to be here. As minuscule as some might take this to be, for me, it was important. They really set up the story, and this allowed me to better follow along with the events transpiring and caused it to be more believable, and as a result, I became more invested. A game that has my investment is a game that I want to remember. Another interesting factor in the story was the evolution of Laura. In the preceding game, she used violence out of necessity for her survival. That can't be really said of this game. As we see here, Laura get very violent. But other parts of the story, Laura seems to be wanting or resorting to violence immediately, and even encourages the people she's fighting to bring it on, and that she will kill them. It gets pretty graphic. Take this moment, for instance. She's actually going to encourage her friend Jonah to murder someone else. Don't worry, I'm going to cut the clip short so there's no spoilers.
I was only doing what I believed was right.
The overall combat wasn't much innovated from the previous game. There has been some changes, such as being able to craft grenades from empty cans sitting around, muzzle tops from empty glass bottles, and a few other items. They've also added special arrows such as poison arrows, grenade arrows, and fire arrows that you can craft. You still gain abilities by spending skill points, and these affect combat and other areas. I played on Survivor difficulty and didn't find combat too difficult. Reason being was the poison arrows, like right here. They nearly took out anyone right away within the radius that I fired the arrow at. I play the game mostly stealthy. I do my best to pick off straggling enemies and then finish the rest. I did like the ability that allowed you to fire 3 arrows at once if you lock on multiple targets. Combine this with the ability to automatically target their heads, and the game became very unfair. I just wrecked enemies at that point. As unfair as it was, I did enjoy this and thought it was one of the experiences I took away from this game. The graphics, in my opinion, was a big part of the experience. Normally, I give graphics low importance in a game, and I'm willing to overlook graphical issues pretty easily, especially if the game has great gameplay, story, or both. However, with this game, the graphics just blew me away. This video does not capture the captivating graphics of cutscenes, nor the beauty of the environments. There were literally moments where I just put the controller down and admired the scenery. When talking about the game with friends, I would talk a lot about how beautiful the graphics are. In fact, on more than one occasion, Laura took the words right out of my mouth.
Astonishing.
I cannot reflect on this game and not think about how amazing the graphics are. I normally put low importance on graphics, but yet it was a big experience in playing this game. From the cutscenes to the surroundings, the graphics were absolutely amazing. This part is just some other key experiences that I enjoyed and took away from the game. For me, one of those is the run sequences, where Laura just has to run as something's caving around her or exploding. Even though these might seem cliche to some, I actually enjoyed these. I thought they were a nice touch, and it created suspenseful moments. I actually enjoyed them. And another key experience was the optional tombs found in the game. I was sad that there wasn't very many. I think there was 9 total, but I did find the tombs a lot more challenging than the preceding game, and it required a lot more problem solving than the previous ones. As a result, I actually enjoyed these challenges and kind of wanted more. The tombs were definitely a big experience that I also enjoyed. Overall, I really did truly enjoy Rise of the Tomb Raider. I wasn't a big Tomb Raider fan. I don't feel any loyalty to the series, the franchise, but especially this one has got me really enjoying this series. I'm looking forward to the next game Square Enix comes out and Crystal Dynamics, and I'm eagerly looking forward to Laura's next adventure.